Hey, so I think I'm gonna do little short videos. I am excited for you to have cats, and then also the little baby thing I think is adorable overall. I really, really do. Also, I thank you for listening in regards to the bathroom. I'm guessing that there's not much light coming in, at least through the window, or it's not, so say, a very big window, which it does make a difference. It really does. So in this case, I definitely understand why it's like, let's do something bright and cheerful. So yellow, what I mean by bright and cheerful, so I think you have a wonderful design, or like a wonderful eye for design. What I mean by like bright colors is like like yellow is a good choice. There's also like a bright blue, bright green. What else is another one? Pink, I know that's another color. Bright purple, like a neon green, or like a pastel. Like pastel colors are very light colors. What's another one? Orange. Like some of these also. So like pictures and such from books by Beatrix Potter. And some of these are actually really, so like these kind. Also white. White, of course, is a very bright color. Let's see what else. The sky. So like colors like that. So what I mean by the sky is that it could be during sunrise, sunset. It could be whenever you see like grass at the bottom and then like clouds at the top. So any of those are like great choices. You can even do, because it is inside of a bathroom, you could do, for example, the design of clouds. What's another thing? Fields. If you do mountains, it would have to basically be where the sun is hitting directly on there, so you can see, like really, really see it. So it'd be like very bright green and things like that. So all that to say, I like the wallpaper. So good choice, very bright, very colorful, bright colors, and then you have like flowers and such. The counter, however, I would want to do it either white or like, that speckled, and it's like linoleum. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be totally wrong. Linoleum. There we go. Linoleum. So it could be that. There we go. So it could be that, of course, or something else. Yeah, so it could be any of that. What else could there be? So yeah, it could be some of those. Oh, I have some. By the way, this chocolate, it has a chocolate dark, it has a chocolate vanilla. So you know that vanilla like perfume or vanilla spray that you smell and such, and it smells amazing, but you taste it and it's like really yucky. This tastes exactly like the vanilla perfume. No, not like tastes exactly how it tastes, but it tastes exactly how it smells, if that makes sense. You smell like beef, and you like smell beef, and or like a steak, and you smell a steak, and it tastes like exactly like it smells, or thereabouts. In this case, it tastes, so the beef tastes exactly like it smells. This tastes exactly like vanilla smells, like vanilla perfume smells, and I was like, this is amazing. Like, it's so good. It's really good. Anyways, so yeah, what it is that I'm slowly eating up some of the stuff that my parents gave me, and I probably need to eat it, some more of it. Anyways, so some of the stuff I'm moving out tonight, and then moving into storage, and then everything else I'm going to be moving out by tomorrow. So I'll be eating lunch with a friend of mine during lunch, and then we won't be able to like actually move our stuff into the other building until 5. So I'm hoping by about 4:30 be completely done, turn in the keys, and then get into the other place about 5:30 or 5-ish. So yeah. But anyways, so yeah, I will have to say, actually let me pull it up because I can totally do that. I need to do thank you cards. Oh yeah, so my parents, they contacted me a couple days ago, or yesterday, and then they contacted me a couple days ago, then they contacted me yesterday, and they're like, have you picked up the check that, or a letter card from your grandpa? I was like, no, not yet. Okay, no biggie. So turns out, I told you that he sent like $1,000 to, he gave me $1,000 to help out with school, and that much does, like, it does help me quite a bit. From what I understand, my dad asked me, how much did he send you that, like, he's like, my dad asked me, how much do you have to, come on. Okay. My dad asked me, how much do you have in terms of costs in 8,000? So because it is 8,000, student loans won't cover it at all. Like, I don't have student loans because the banks, they don't cover, I guess, this particular school or what. But I went to, oh, by the way, I did see that basically some things were posted for the house ideas, but whenever it pulled up, or whenever I noticed it, I was at an African food store, so it was me and the African lady, and we were looking at, she was picking out food, basically, so hence why I was like, oh, it's so pretty, and I can't respond to it. So yeah, but I'm currently in my dorm, so it's like, what else am I going to do? Pack. I think after this I'm gonna put laundry in, and then turns out that a lot of people are moving in. Also, I really hope our suite mate takes some of the food, because basically it's between now and Saturday. So yeah, there we go. That's like, hey, congratulations. We'll have to like fend for our own selves, basically. Oh yeah, and then also I need to see if, there we go. But yeah, so I like the wall decor. It's white, and then it has a variety of different colors. So like green, and it's very colorful. It has plants. I like it. It has green in it and blue, and so like, yeah, the variety of colors. It looks good touch. The counter space I do like. It's white. It's bright. It really like any light that comes into the room, it'll reflect, and you'll be able to see the room a lot easier. Again, yellow is not my favorite color. I do like the idea of the design. For me, like, yellow isn't my favorite color, but if you're like, I really want something like yellow, what I would do personally is like, so the drawers, you have the outer edge kind of, and then you have an inner pressed area. So a couple of ideas is, let's see. So the parts that's not the drawers, so I guess the trimming blue-ish. I would change that to a different color, maybe a light blue. So that way it's sort of color contrasting and it has some other pop of color. If you're like, I definitely still want to keep the yellow, the doors could stay yellow. Also another idea is basically for the doors, you have like an inward area and then you have the trim part. So the trim part, definitely keep yellow, again, if you want it to keep yellow. And then for the inner part, change to a different color to like the same blue that the trimming where the doors are not. So basically like the doors themselves, inner, outer trim, that are part of the doors, outer trim of the doors, yellow, inner part of the doors where it's sort of indented, kind of, change to blue, and then the parts that surround the doors change to blue also. And I would highly recommend a blue that matches the flowers that's on the wall, and that way it all sort of like matches. Or if not necessarily that color flowers, because it might end up looking a little too dark. And you probably already know this, but you can probably find a very small canister of blue. And so that way, like, because it looks as though you might need like 1-2 coats, maybe 3. And especially for such a small area, like the sink area, you only need like a small amount of paint. So it won't cost too much. It won't be like $1 million. But yeah, I would definitely do something like that. And then that way it's, that way it's like still colorful. It's still bright. So again, you can do like a lighter color flower or a lighter color blue. Let's see what other colors. Maybe green, maybe. But if you did do green, what I would do instead, I like options, so I'm giving you different options. What I would do instead is like, you have doors on one side, doors on the other, and then in the center part, it looks as though it's just kind of decoration, sort of. It's indented, but it's not a door at all. And then the top part, so it's like square and then a rectangle right on top. What I would do instead for that centerpiece is basically, instead of having it yellow, I would go ahead and draw grass, and then paint in grass. So I would definitely paint grass there. And then, let's see, glamorous bathroom sanctuary. Get inspired to add luxury and sophistication to your decor today. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm also like, hey, I think that's my password. Was that it? I completely forgot my password. I forgot my password. Oh boy. Okay. Send me a text question. Which I'm on the phone. Okay, I will be right back. I think, okay, so decor. So that's in regards to yellow. Now I am looking at the other styles that are here. Okay, the first one, so I clicked the link. The first one is too dark for the bottom. Second one, too dark for the bottom. Symphony in copper and black. Too dark. It would need like a lighter blue on the bottom. The third one, deep blue drama. It's called that, but I think that would work because the counter is like a bright, it's a lighter color, and then also the cupboards or the cabinets are white. Japandi meets Deco. That one's also good. That one's bright. Golden clouds of glam, no. Fiery focal point, no. So I'm looking at the cabinet or the cupboard. But yeah, so for that, so you know the center portion where it's yellow? What I would do is that, so not the trimming for that bottom portion, but inside the trimming, basically draw like grass and then have it where it's like sky, and then do like clouds, just in that one little square, and then everything else can be yellow. I think that would work, because that way it's not just like, bam, here's yellow. It's like way too much, especially since people aren't used to that much yellow. But if you go ahead and add in like a touch of other colors, especially for the fact that the wallpaper is white and blue and golden and like other colors, it, in my opinion, it works out nicely. So yeah, if you do it like that, it'll be a nice balance in my opinion. So yeah. Bold geometric patterns, metallic accents, and timeless elegance. But yeah, so that's what I would do to kind of match it, especially if you're looking at doing something with another room, and then that way it goes ahead and sort of matches with the vibe of the house. What was it? The checked and cheek. So that one looks good. I imagine you definitely want to use cupboard space underneath the sink. So you definitely want like maybe a white marble cupboard. Blossoming Deco Haven, that one looks good. Geometric Grace, that one would work. Played with Pop of Blossoms, no. Quilted Elegance, no. There's a texture too dark. Cherry Blossom Looks. That one changed the wall decor to like a dark blue to something a little bit lighter. Like a lighter blue, I think that would work. Coastal Cool. Coastal Cool works because it is a brighter color. Rustic Chic, no. Warm textures and contemporary accents. As long as the darker colors were at the bottom, like not the cupboards, but like underneath or down to the bottom sides, and then the brighter colors are up top. That way it sort of reflects the light. Blue Botanical Harmony, that works. Because you have the lights on the sides and you have like the flowery pattern. Delicate Floral Serenity, that works. Maybe a lighter color wallpaper. So yeah, but yeah, that's my opinion on it. Overall though, I do with the mirror, I think it matches the color of the wallpaper and then also of the cupboards down below, and then also the light fixtures on the side. That one also works. So yeah, and then I also like the fact that there's something to hold the hand towel, so that way people can go ahead and dry their hands, and it's right there too. If you did use I don't know what it's called, but I'll just call it like a staple soap. It's basically where it matches with the decor in the house, but it's not like soft soap bottle. Then it's cool. Also the flowers, you can change between like flowers that's on the counter. You can change between flowers on the counter or potpourri. I'm a fan of potpourri because of the smell, but you can also use fake flowers. That's another option. What I found is that in one of the houses that I was in recently, they actually had like Lysol spray for like if you stink up the bathroom. That way it doesn't stink as well. So